Hello, my monstrosities. Hello once again. Today I bring to you a DBD discussion, kind of a rant video. I know if the term rant already throws you up from the video, I'm sorry, but I've realized something about the Skull Merchant that I kind of have to admit I was wrong. Some of the negative press was right about one thing in particular when it comes to the Skull Merchant. And don't get me wrong, I'm still enjoying the character more than most, and not for any weird artist reasons. Um, our number artist, I mean. I am finding myself, being okay with the power and the builds that I've tried out so far. But what I do have to admit I was wrong about is that this, if you can see from the title, is by far the laziest character that Behavior has put out. Maybe they are truly running out of ideas. And I'll talk about what made me come to the light later on, but first let's get out the things that we already know and is evident to everybody. The Mori, it's just Freddy's Mori. Like it's a copy paste pretty much. It's Freddy's Mori. Yeah, they've changed it since the PTB a little bit, but that just goes to show that there was no thought put into the Mori and that we wouldn't notice that it's Freddy's Mori? Like I'm not quite sure what was going on there in terms of clue number one. Then we come to clue number two that I didn't even notice until I saw a lot of people say it today with the release. The chase music, which is absurdly loud, is just Hag's chase theme. It's Hag's. And I'm not going to make all of us suffer through the dishwasher remix 3000 that it is for both of them right now, but if you look at the Skull Merchant videos, like I know we all are doing right now, and then you look at a random Hag video from the past, I think, month with her new music, you'll notice it's just Hag's music. So far, they didn't get creative by creating a new Mori. They just did a variation of Freddy's at most. And they didn't get creative with the chase music. It's just Hag's, but right now it just seems abundantly louder, right? But what is the thing that I finally realized that I have to admit that this is just lazy on the end of Behavior? Well, now I'm going to give some clues some more before I just say it out loud. We have a character that has things involving skulls that create areas of effect. Did you guess it? The Skull Merchant makes boons. He just makes boons. And I can almost guarantee that's why the tags, the tracking claw traps, were so abysmally low because they were definitely an afterthought. The main idea here was what if we made a bad guy, because I'm trying to be TOS, what if there was a bad guy who did what all the bad guy mains are complaining about? We just make boons, set them up in areas, and it takes slightly more to get rid of these boons. What if we do that? I will say there are some changes that I definitely do like post PTB, like the exposed going up to 60 seconds and resetting if they step in a no zone again. That's good. But that really, this entire thing came together when I realized why, if you've looked at my other videos, the main thing that I've had beef with the power is the undetectable. It takes forever for you to get. and it doesn't last that long after you exit, right? You have to wait for your drone to go up, wait for it to be active, stand in it for a few more seconds, and then it goes away 2 seconds after you do that. You know what also is a thing? And mind you, this one is instant as opposed to the skull merchants. You know what is a radio area effect that you go into, can't be seen, and then lingers a few seconds after? Boon Shadow Step. Part of her power is just Boon Shadow Step. But except they gave the bad guy the watered down version because you can place the boon almost anywhere, I guess. I don't know. I truly don't know. And then there's the fact that there's a meter to build up exposed, which, that's just Ghostface Stalk. And then the meter can go away like Trickster Laceration. I believe it's 10 seconds too, so it's also, not too much ingenuity there. And you're telling me that you can also make it so that the zones make you faster within them. Like that one boon that nobody uses. I can't even tell you the name right now, but it's like 2% speed inside of a boon zone, right? And then you have, Exhausted and Oblivious and things like that, which aren't a part of boons at current. But I think I've proved the point as to which they've just copy and pasted what they did with boons and slapped it on a different version of skulls. I really want to buy the whole lore backstory that is because her father was a mangaka and liked the idea of the skull merchant and yada yada yada. But I can almost guarantee now that all of that was an afterthought. Like, I truly believe at this point that they had the concept, or they didn't have the concept, rather. They were like, what if we just made boons? And then there's that old meme from a few years ago. If you're a Zoomer watching this, I'm sorry, you might not get it, but it's just like, oh yeah, get that boy a raise, right? Get that, give him a raise, yada yada yada. It's just like that, and then, well, why would we make it so that somebody has to, as a bad guy, make boons? Like, that would require them to have to find the totems, and they don't have time for that. What if, hear me out, we made it so that their totems hovered? We're going to take the skull and just make it a drone. That way, it's different and nobody notices that it's just boons, right? Because I don't understand how I didn't notice it when I made that video talking about add-ons for characters usually give clues as to how they're supposed to be played. I went through all of those, sat there, and talked about how you're supposed to make areas of like denial and debuffs without realizing. Like, that's how goofy I must be at this point, right? Without realizing that they have just made boons for the bad guys. Because it's not hexes, which are map wide. No, they gave you a character, and that's why people seem to think that hexes work so well on her, right? It's just totems on totems on totems. And I'm deeply disappointed, behavior. I truly am. I've been one of the people that's more positive because at base, I do still enjoy the character more than most. And obviously, there's something wrong with me when I'm a trickster main and these maps aren't getting any better. But to sit here and print out and and I wasn't even a part of the train of, oh, it's not a cyborg pirate skull skeleton thingy. I wasn't a part of that train. But Survivor-esque model, duct taped on weapon, makes boons, had chase theme, ghost face meter that can decrease like Trickster, and Freddy's Mori. And I don't know what else to say about that. But yeah, let me know if I'm off my rocker, if you can see what I'm talking about. Uh, I don't know what else. But yeah, if you like the video, like it. Got a comment for me, comment. And until next time, peace out, my monstrosities.